Shamans, we understand cause we are the Tech Shaman. Dude, I got this cool thing to show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome, yeah. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Cool.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a lovely Monday. It's raining outside. It's been raining all weekend. It's going to rain all week. The first time I had to put a shirt on the set because it's actually cool in here, which is awesome. And it's June, for God's sake.
Yes.
So today, we are going to get everybody prepared for hurricane season.
Yes.
Hurricane season started a couple days ago, right? Almost 2 weeks now.
Right.
And it is time to make sure you are ready. Because I'm telling you something, a lot of times we think we're ready and we're not ready, especially in the business world. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, it's time to. So let's start off with the hurricane season. First thing that, in my personal opinion, is business or personal. You grab your phone, guys. Go take video of all your property, all your pieces and parts, your bits, right? And upload that to, go get a Google Drive.
Yes.
If you've got a Gmail, you've already had this, right? So upload all of those videos and all those pictures to your Google Drive. So put them on your G Drive. Mm-hmm. Right, and call it Home 2019, right? So now you have pictures of all your stuff. you have, if you can get to the serial numbers on everything, take serial number pictures along with. So if you have your TV, your big, beautiful 8K TV. Actually, we're going to talk about. I'm going to retract a little bit of my 4K, blah 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 for video, and I'll tell you about that in a little while. But so, and it was Rob that pointed it out to me, and I'm like, okay, you're right. So every piece of equipment you've got, if you can get the picture of the equipment and the serial number, that right there will save your butt when it comes time to Mr. Hurricane come rolling through, tore everything up, blah, blah, blah. And now you want to replace it all? Well, now you have real, honest to God pictures and serial numbers for everything.
That also keeps the underwriters at bay also.
Yeah. Oh, really? Was it really an 8K TV? Was it really a 4K TV that got rendered? Exactly. How old was it? Was it 4 years old? No, whatever.
Was it a Walmart special Samsung, or was it a full curved, yada yada? Did you have all those extra bells and whistles?
And that goes for everything.
And that's everything, especially in the tech world, because things, you can have multiple instances of the same device, and each one has their own features. Just like buying a car. You could buy a standard truck, or you can buy, maxed out to the hilt, lifted, 4-wheel drive. It's same situation.
Right.
So
it's an important. So now you've got all of that stuff, and you put it up on G Drive, and I read the other day that G Drive allows you to lock it down.
Yes.
Password protect the folder. Mm-hmm. So no one can get a hold of it. And here's the thing. If something goes wrong, Google's got a backup of it.
Exactly.
I mean, I know look, my mother does not like Google. I bought her a Google Hub. Yeah, it's sitting in her on my desk because she doesn't want it in her house.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't. I was going to get her Amazon. I did it where we could put pictures up and it would do. Nope.
Not going to do it.
Nope. The only thing she's going to do now is she's going to go to YouTube on her, because she has Frontier up in Connecticut.
Correct.
And the Frontier has YouTube in it now. Mm-hmm. So you have a YouTube channel. You can actually go and search. So she's going to watch the Nerd Talk Show and the We Beam TV shows, which is kind of cool. My mom's watching all the way up in Connecticut. It makes me a little proud that mom's watching. So now you have a record of everything.
Exactly.
Absolutely everything. There's no, and you know what? Here, me personally, no, I do this because I'm just a geek. I have a picture of my birth certificate, my Social Security card, and a picture of my driver's license.
Yes.
I don't have a picture of my passport because I have a passport. So that way, if anything ever happens, I have all my documentation. Yeah, it's not stamped and all that kind of stuff, but I have it.
Exactly.
I have.
What if there was a fire in your house?
Exactly.
You
I have
never know.
everything. So, so when you get that done and put away, it makes you safe for all your stuff. Your bits, right? So my next thing is being hurricane and being the TV geek that I am. Are all of your TVs? Do they have an APS on them?
Oh yeah.
A surge protector. A lot of people just plug it into the wall.
Exactly.
And then that's all there is. Me personally, all my rooms have APCs. So my APCs are battery.
Battery back.
Right?
Yeah.
So what I have done is I have literally my modem in my tech room or in my little corner over there. My modem is on an APC backup.
Right.
Battery backup. So if we go down, I still have internet.
Correct.
Right? So my TVs TVs are now all on APCs. And because we have, okay, you can be very proud of me. Oh, I can't say completely cut it because I still want it for basic. We have gone to the Direct Now TV app, and I watch all my stuff through Direct Now. So I don't have Fios, I don't have Direct TV. I do have Spectrum TV because I got a really good deal on that, but I'm only going to do it for a year. I'm trying all these. So I have a Roku, I have a Fire Stick, I have an Apple TV, I have a smart TVs, and I'm seeing if I notice a difference by using all the apps, right?
Right.
Because with DirecTV now, I have everything that I had when I had DirecTV, right? And it's way less, and 3 people can simultaneously watch. So I don't need 6 boxes anymore.
Right.
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 So, and it has become cheaper. I still get everything else. I still get the HBO, Cinemax, blah blah blah, but it's just one package. And it's not it's just amazing. So I'll probably get rid of Bright House at the end of the year because they hit me with a contract. We don't have a contract. Yeah, they have contracts. So, but anyway, so all my TVs and all my electronics are on APC backups, and you can go get the inexpensive. You're not looking for one that's going to be like, 24 hours. It's going to battery's going to stay on because typically your power's not that. Well, during a hurricane it is, but. So everything now is backup. So I always have my TVs will stay on, my cable stays on, my internet stays on. If I'm watching a movie and we lose power, my TVs are going to stay on, and I'm going to my internet's not going to glitch, and then I'm going to get to watch the rest of the movie.
As the storm itself is taking apart your house.
Well, it is what it is. And I have bought, which I've had them for a while. I have jumper packs.
Okay.
Now you can get these and put them in the back of your car, and it's for jumping your car unless your battery is dead. But the one I got has a cigarette lighter and a 120 volt plug in it.
Okay.
So if worse comes to worse, that's how I plug
still
it.
have 12 volt.
I have 12 volt. I can charge my phones that way. So I'll always be able to watch TV on my phone if worse comes to worse, or my iPad. I had the test I did. It was a year ago. The test I did a year ago on the jumper pack is I got 3 days charging phones.
Oh wow.
That's not bad.
No.
So have one of those in your house, or have 2 of those in your house.
2 years ago,
Right.
I bought 2 deep cycle batteries, marine batteries.
Nice.
2 large deep cycles, and purchased basically it's a solar panel maintenance kit.
Right.
But it was I think it was about 100, 150 watt.
Right.
Or 200 watt.
So it
system.
charges those 2 Ds probably 7-8 hours.
Yes.
Sun.
So what I do is I stick that out in the sun. When we had a week without electricity.
Yeah, we did too.
So
Yeah, that was
at
horrible.
our particular house, and then what I did was we stuck that unit outside, kept it in the sun, had the battery backup. I had a power inverter, and I also had 12 volt light fixtures that would be able to plug into it for the evening. And we kept our freezer plugged in.
Right.
And put all the, incidentals into that. But we also had electricity when we needed it.
Right.
If we wanted it, and we had lighting at night, and it worked perfectly fine. Didn't have to worry about gas because what happens? Gas runs out. Everybody scrambles for gas. Those gas shipments come in.
Yep.
So I had power for as long as I needed it, as long as the sun stayed out, which, at first it didn't, but
Right.
we were good. Batteries held. I ran those in parallel.
Right.
And beautiful. It worked
Yeah,
out fine.
we had 2 generators. One generator was a smaller generator. It ran my water pump, so we had water.
Yep.
Because we were on a well where we're at. Then I had another generator that ran a couple fans and the refrigerator, so we didn't lose any food. And then we just kept it that way. I mean, if it got really that hot, we just go out to the RV, because one of the generators is on the back of the RV.
Oh, nice.
Just crank it up, get in there, turn the air conditioner on, sit and relax and sleep all night inside in comfort, and go inside, take a cold shower, or take a warm shower in the RV.
Exactly.
It does work, but having a generator is a good thing. Right now, we were at Lowe's yesterday. I'm working on sprinklers. My hands are all cut up. Working on sprinklers yesterday, and we had to go get some couple bits and pieces, and they're not bad. They're like $4.99
For
a 30 watt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, 300 amp, 30 amp, which is good. That'll run a refrigerator and a couple of fans and some lights. But here's what we did because I'm a geek. We have solar lighting, our walkway solar lighting.
Yes.
Right. So I always had lights in the house, because during the daytime I would take the solar lights back outside. They would charge all up. And then at night, bring them in and put them around the house. We had lights.
That's great.
We had lights. I mean, it was. And you know what? You're only there. You only need them for a little while, because then you go to sleep, right? And you're done. So that's what I did. Ingenuity. So getting yourself backed up for a hurricane is a big deal. Now, business people.
Exactly.
Business people. All your computers. Well, this is where Adam steps in, because this is his world. APCs for your everything at work.
Everything for your complete network. Your switches, your modem, your router. Make sure those are on battery backup. Make sure your main computer, if you have a server in the building, put it on a battery backup. Any workstations that you need running, cash registers, things like that, put them on battery backups. Remember to change the batteries in the battery backups. They have about a 3-year lifespan. Change the batteries. You don't have to buy a whole new battery backup. You can just buy a new battery and put it in there.
Right.
So just do it.
What about data backup?
Data backup now, that's another story. And a lot of people say, since they first started their business, they have a backup being created. Either whether or not it's Windows feature but a lot of people, what they don't do is they never test their backups, or to have somebody come in and say, hey, look, is my data being backed up properly? Is it backing up what I need it to back up?
Right.
People add in additional software later on as their business grows, for instance. Say, for instance, they weren't running QuickBooks before, but now they are. Is that data instance being backed up? Is that QuickBooks being backed up off-site? On-site, what is it doing? When's the last time you've changed your hard drive in the machine? Average lifespan of a hard drive in a computer is 3 years. You could always clone that particular drive, store your data off-site. You can back up your data to the cloud. You could back it up to an external hard drive and put it in a safe deposit box to keep it safe. It's one thing to lose a few weeks or even 6 months of data for a business. But it's something else when you lose your entire database or your all your software or anything like that for your business. Imagine, where would you be today if you didn't have your customer or client list? How did you, if you have a whole bunch of account receivables out there, how do you know who owes you what? 10 years worth of information gone in a flash.
Right.
A hurricane, any kind of natural disaster.
Are you a proponent of hard backups on site, or do you do web backup, cloud backups?
I would do all of the above. I would not
double up.
I would not limit myself to one particular instance. Now, obviously, cloud backup is going to be a feature that's going to back up on a continuous basis. periodically you should take hard snapshots of your data, and whether or not that is cloning the drive, sticking the drive off site somewhere else, or backing it up to an external drive. There's no reason why you don't have multiple backups of the same information, because you can never be too safe. You do a cloud backup, for instance, you're now at the mercy of the company who's storing your data.
Yeah, what if they get hit by the hurricane?
What if they get hit? Yes.
What
if their data center gets hit? What if a hacker gets into their data center and destroys, everything that they've built in their business, and they lose everything? You have no repercussion to come after them.
Right.
There's only so much that they're going to be, guarantee for you. So keep yourself protected. It's simple. It's cost effective. It's, you can do it once a year. You can do it every 6 months. However you want to do it, but back up your data, especially before a storm.
Right.
A storm's coming. If you have a proprietary billing system, for instance, there's a backup feature. You have your QuickBooks, make a copy of that, stick it on a thumb drive somewhere, put it away, put it somewhere safe. Come back if your building's gone, you need another computer, pop it in and restore your data and keep working. Your data's portable. It's not tied to the machine that it's
Right.
on. You don't have to think of it that way anymore. It's not. You don't have to limp that machine along, or gosh forbid a fire comes through and destroys everything. It's the data that's king. That's where all your information lies, and you need to make sure that's.
Now
that's
you can
safe.
do that. You can do that with some people can do it with a thumb drive.
Some
people need an external hard drive, a couple
Exactly.
terabytes, or a NAS where it's actually striped and they've got a whole bunch of data, data hardware in there. And
Right.
Right.
I personally like to take a machine and clone the drive. If it's like, say,
Okay.
for instance, if the machine's over an X amount of years, I'll clone it to a solid state hard drive, because that's a great upgrade for the machine to
Right.
begin with. It keeps that machine running a lot longer. But then your old hard drive that we just cloned now has a copy of all the data that was on the machine prior to us doing the work.
Right.
That's a great asset right now. Put it in a safe deposit box. Put it away. Something ever happens, you can go right back to that drive and say, hey, look, my machine was stolen, my laptop was stolen, had all my information on it, but yet you have a copy of it sitting in a safe deposit box or somewhere off site. You just pull that hard drive out and say, hey, take it to a company like us and say, hey, I need this data back. I need to try to recover what I can off of it.
Just making the clone itself to me sounds like the better way to go anyway, because now you've got an exact duplicate of what's sitting in that machine.
Exact duplicate, yes.
So all you have to do, so God forbid your APC takes a hit where it just doesn't hold back and it lets the machine get fried. And if you've got a hard drive, a cloned hard drive, ready just to walk in there and go, okay, here you go. All you have to do now is just
with Windows 10 today, the way you can now stick a drive in from a machine and slide into
Right.
another machine and keep going. Or you can go online, find the exact replicate of your machine, purchase it with the insurance money that you get.
Right.
Slide that old drive back in, and boom, presto, you're back in operation again. You will lose, from the time you clone the drive to whatever day the transgression happens, whether or not a hurricane or natural disaster or anything, that's the data you will lose, but you won't lose your whole company.
right. You're not it's not completely wiped out. And you're starting from scratch.
You're not. I mean, if you have to sit there and duplicate a couple of months worth of data into your system, I mean, that's
okay with
that's
that.
fine. Yeah, data entry. I mean, it's okay. But if you lost your whole customer list, you lost all your accounts, your payables that are sitting there, been waiting for 3 months for collection. What are you going to do?
Right.
You got nothing. You got no proof.
So remember, everybody, back up. Hey, look, Rusty's watching from Alaska.
Rusty's in Alaska.
Is it really that too hot for you here, my buddy? Come on now.
Is it not the land of the never-setting sun at this point in the
Well,
year?
right now, I don't know. The
think this
mosquitoes
year.
are big enough to carry you away. Those are like
Yes.
pterodactyls up there. They're not real. They're just huge. So there you go. I mean,
You know what we didn't talk about too?
What?
When it comes to businesses too?
Oh, yep.
Take your electronics and your equipment. A lot of businesses, have their computers on the floor.
Oh yeah.
On the floor. Get them
off the ground.
Get them off the ground. If you're going to shut down for the hurricane, shut them down all properly. Unplug them and get them off the floor. That's a big thing.
Okay, so because I am me and I don't ever just do anything kinda. So here's what we do. When we have a hurricane or something like that coming in, we pull all of our machines, and we have totes that are massive. Massive. And we'll put those totes up on stuff, and then we put those computers in totes.
Oh, very nice.
Close them up, seal them up. So,
gosh forbid anything happens, they at least float away.
Yeah, they will float away, and we might be able to get them back. And but
now just think it's time to tether them too while you're at it.
Okay, and then you tie a stick, and you put it in the ground, and the whole 9 yards. So.
And then you hope that the crab trap thieves don't come by and take off with your computers.
But this is. I mean, last year. We were down a year. We were down a week.
Right.
And that was home and in my studio. Studio was down the studio was down for 5 days. But the house we were down for 7 days. And let me tell you, it sucked because it was funny. We had power, but we had no internet.
Right.
Because they hadn't fixed all that stuff. So I literally took a streamer home to the house, turned the RV on, popped open my, I tethered from my iPad, and we were able to stream shows.
Nice.
So other than 2 days, you never knew we were down, which is pretty dang good. Running from what was it? It was an iPad Mini 3. So, and it works. So it's all that matters, But yeah, so there you go. So there's some hurricane preparedness tips that I think are pretty good for the business owners and all that. We've all got to watch our stuff because
I think that's the last thing people think about. They figure, okay, they can board up their business, they can shut everything off and just walk away and expect it to be okay.
Right.
But backing up their data or trying that just a few extra pieces to make sure that you are definitely safe. The electronics and stuff, they can be replaced, but that's fine. But data cannot.
No, and it's not like we don't have time. It's not like we live in California where you can get an earthquake out of nowhere and then everything is just destroyed, right?
Exactly.
We have weeks.
Yeah, we have time. We have the time.
So take your time and do what you do. And then if you're pulling out and going somewhere else, at least you got the peace of mind going, okay, on my computers, my electronics, everything's done. I don't have to worry about it. I get back, I'm going to probably have some cleanup. Call ServPro or whoever you call and get in there, or Gladiator Construction, whoever it is that you use to do that stuff. Let them get in there and do their thing. And, then it's just, once everything is dried out, you plug your computers back in and away you go. An APC, one for corporate, the average one I think the average cost of ones that we try to use are about $250, $260. But for at home, you can go get one at Walmart, an APC Walmart one for $59.
Exactly.
To put your modem, put your TV and all that kind of stuff. So that way you have something during a storm, whatever. Here's something, it's kind of weird that, we had DirecTV there for a while, and up until the backside of the storm hit is when we finally lost TV, which I blew my mind that we had TV all the way through that.
Well, what do you think? Because you're utilizing the streaming service and you're relying upon internet, just like radio, for instance, doesn't really go down. Maybe even purchase an HD antenna just to keep in the house. Obviously, people want to keep up with the weather and what's happening and stuff like that.
I hope everybody has we have a weather radio.
Yes, especially the ones that have the wind up option.
We have those, so that way we have the ability to listen to what's going on. But the cool thing is if you've got some kind of power source, you can actually. I don't know about you guys, but I can plug my laptop or I can plug my iPad or my phone into my TV and watch TV. I can cast to it. So I'm always able to find what's going on.
Information at the time is going to be king. Make sure
exactly.
you know
what's going on. Now, for a while there, we were locked for 2 days. Couldn't get out of end of either street. Until my buddy said, "Enough's enough. I got to go. I need to get into my own house." So we took matters in our own hands, which you're not supposed to do. I am not saying do this. I'm just saying this is what we did because my buddy we had 3 families at the house.
Wow.
Because where we're at, if we flood, everybody's underwater. Just stay on. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All of Pasco's underwater. So chainsaws, rubber gloves, rubber boots, whole 9 yards. We went out there and moved power lines. But he knew, he used to be a power guy, so he knew they were good or bad and blah, 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 what to do, what not to do. And then we went and took us about 4 hours and we cleaned one end of the road out. Because we weren't just the only one. I mean, there was other people that we just couldn't get out. And, you know, it was one lady, one elderly lady, we were afraid for her, so we made a path. It's just what we did, so. But, yeah, so there you go, being protected. And you know what? It doesn't take that much.
No, it doesn't. I mean, to copy your data, shut your business down properly.
Right.
If you have information that's at home that's important to you, same thing. If you don't have an off-site business, maybe you have a home-based business. Right. Same thing goes.
And if you have a website, back your website up.
Yes, back up your website. You never know.
Nope.
You never know if their center will go down.
That's right.
You know?
So, okay, so that's one thing that we were going to talk about today, which I think to me was probably the meat and potatoes of our show today. But I want to say, do you know, hopefully Rob got some of these images, did you know you can sleep over on the International Space Station now?
Yes, I've been watching that.
They opened it up, so if you can, first of all, you got to get there on your own, so you're going to have to go talk to Elon and go, "Hey, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
I need a ride," which...
Have I got a deal for you?
That's going to cost you more. That'll cost you more than actually staying on the space station. I think it's $35,000 a night. All right, and you can stay as up to 30 days, I believe, is what it was.
Really?
Well, here's the thing. You're going to stay. What's going to happen is you're going to stay as long as it takes to get another rocket up there to bring you back.
Oh, yeah.
You know, see? And here's the thing. So some of those you're going to come back, you're going to do the old cosmonaut landing. You're going to splash down, they're going to pick you up out of the ocean, and there's a lot of crap can go wrong there.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? It's not like
of...
we have the space shuttles that take off and land like they used to. You know, personally, I think they need to get them out of mothballs or build some more. I'm just saying. But yeah, so to go up and to do that is going to be... I've messed with Rob now. He's going to have to come out and adjust my camera. So it's $35,000 a night. If you stay 10 nights, that's $350,000. But it'll cost you $1 million to get there.
Nah.
And probably $1 million to get back.
Dang it.
Whatever Elon, I don't know. That's up to you. Now there are 2 manufacturers that are working on transportation. So, but can you imagine hanging out at the International Space Station?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be freaking awesome.
And
you could say you're a Wallowitz, except you're not there to work on the toilet. But, I mean, that is absolutely cool. I mean, cool. You know?
I think it is.
I think it is. I'm a geek. I would do that. If I had the money, like the kid that locally that won the lottery.
Oh, yeah.
If I was him, I'd be like, go on space station.
Yeah.
Elon, I need a ride.
At least give me a couple of years, though.
I mean, what he wants, 60, 70, or 200 something, a lot of millions.
Right.
But enough to take him up there and back, just to say, yeah, I went there.
I done it.
I wonder if you have to go through training.
I would probably say you do, and the reason is so that way you're not passing out from the G-forces,
right,
as you're taking off.
Can you imagine the working astronauts going, "Hey guys, need some help? No, we're good. No, you just stay over there and stargaze or something." Because what would you do for like 10 days?
You would do. They wouldn't let you do anything.
No, you couldn't touch nothing.
Next thing you know, they'll be like, "All right, guys, you have to show them around a little bit." He'd be like, "All these years of training just to have these guys pay a couple bucks, and next thing you know, they're up here."
Yeah. Just don't see that happening. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But anyway, so yeah, you can stay on the International Space Station.
I think that would be a cool idea.
All right, so did you know E3's out, right?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
E3. And I got, okay, Rob, when you have that video, let me know. I'm going to show you, the one thing I'm going to show you. Oh, that was just video for, showing how to get there, because that's how you're going to get there. It's not a big deal. So with the E3, one of the big things is the new Xbox coming.
Yes.
So as soon as you got that video, let me know, Rob, and we'll roll it. And let's just roll that video and let the people at home see the new. I think it's the new Scarlet.
Scarlet project.
When we think about the future of gaming, it's not just PC, it's not just console, it's not just mobile. It's really all of the above.
Xbox is all about choice. We're investing in technology all throughout the game stack.
We put the fan at the center of every decision we make.
The games you want with the people you want on the devices that you want.
And for us, that starts with our next generation console.
We don't want to build just another console. We truly want it to be transformative.
More immersion, more exploration, more detail.
How do we make it easier for people to get into the game, to stay in the game?
One of the things that gamers and developers are incredibly excited about is reducing load times.
I'm an RPG gamer, and so loading screens are a thing.
You're sitting there in the fake elevator because you know that the game's loading in the background. This is just an elevator ride forever.
That's our goal with gaming, is that you don't have those pauses.
This generation is special because we've really unlocked this new capability to connect with the characters and worlds in a way that no previous generation has allowed.
This generation is going to be a bigger leap than any generation we've done before.
At the heart of our next generation console is our custom design processor, leveraging the latest Zen 2 and Navi technology from our partners at AMD. From a pure processing perspective, this is 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X. We're leveraging high bandwidth GDDR6 to ensure that we're getting the best performance possible.
It's going to usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before. Never seen before.
We're looking at frame rates up to 120 frames per second.
8K capability, variable refresh rate.
Next-gen ray tracing. It's real time because it's hardware accelerated for the first time ever.
What I'm personally most excited about is the SSD.
We've created a new generation of SSDs. We're actually using the SSD as virtual RAM.
We're seeing more than 40 times performance increases over the current generation.
The combination of the SoC and the solid-state drive are really what gives you a totally new experience.
Now we can take all of that power and apply it back into the scene, so we can actually generate more life in that world and bring it to the gamer in a seamless way.
So that then you're fully experiencing what the game developer wants you to experience.
When you can move through worlds without waiting for screens to load, that speed, that performance is what the next generation is about.
This is the most immersive console experience ever.
What we really want to do is give developers the power to build the game they've always envisioned.
We have hundreds of people across both our first-party studios as well as our third-party studios working on those next-generation experiences today.
There's an amazing commitment to content at Xbox Game Studios. There's 13 studios, 7 in the last year. That's a big family.
At 343, for us it's always about more seamless worlds. With the next generation, we can bring the world to life in a way we've never experienced Halo before.
We're delivering 4 generations of content better than you've ever seen them before.
This console is especially awesome for Game Pass members. With the faster load times, you're going to be able to experience all the games within just a snap of your fingers.
We're giving gamers the option to connect across devices and across platforms in a way that we never were able to before.
I don't lose my last generation as I move into the next generation, the people I play with and the games that I want to play. That experience should be continuous and always growing.
This isn't just a console launch, this is about the future of gaming.
Your games, your achievements, your progression, your accessories, your console gaming experience with Xbox, it all comes forward with Scarlet.
Which we're going to Friday.
Info comes this weekend?
Yep. And we're back. Oh my goodness. So they really didn't put out a price on it yet. You know, so I know it's going to be a big thing. So I do know they're launching a new controller this year, and I don't know if Rob can find that new the new Xbox controller, but the controller, just one controller, it's going to be like $125.
Well, I mean, that's up there, right there with the pros, anyways. So pro controllers are around that. So, I mean, if they're going to if they're copying, you know, some of the major developers, you know, the guys that build some of these custom controllers and stuff, which it looks like that they try to do, then I could see why it would.
Alan Singh said, "I hope it's not a letdown." I do too, man.
Yeah.
I hope. You know, I don't know what it is. I think they've come a little bit. They got a little complacent.
Yes.
Personally.
I think so.
Their new innovation is just not what it has been in the past.
No, I think they really need to. I think really, I don't like the dashboard. Not for nothing, but I think it's crazy. It's too clustered.
Yes.
I think there's too much advertisement going on. Too much just. I've never. Yeah, it's. I believe it or not, I like the old setup, but the more they've come and built the newer systems, it gets weirder and weirder and weirder, and it gets more difficult for.
So Rob put he put the new controller behind us.
Oh, okay. So it's now more elite than ever. I know
I like the back buttons. It's something new.
And the paddles. The paddles are like I forgot the.
Maybe you can put that up on the screen for everybody to see.
Oh, adjust the tension. Oh, look at this. That is some craziness.
Yeah. Trigger grips. Look at the underneath paddles. I kind of I don't like this up here. I like that.
Yeah, the
I
paddles
think that'll
were
be better.
Utilized. Who was that game? Scuff controllers. That's who started all that with Scuff game controllers.
Right.
That's who started all that, and I think Microsoft decided that they were going to just.
So you can actually set your.
Did it say new Bluetooth technology? Because the Xbox
40 hours per charge.
The One S and the Pro controllers are Bluetooth already.
Yeah, and you can set up for different users.
Yes, yes.
Do like that. It is. You know, I hope it's pre-order now. Pre-order now. Let's go find out how much that is.
Pre-order now.
New Sony controller.
Xbox.
Yeah. $179. Whew, that's a lot for a controller. That's just one.
Yeah.
So if you want two, you're looking $400.
That is kind of crazy.
It's a lot for a controller.
Did they give any specifications as?
Probably they're on Sony controller.
Xbox Project Scarlet details. 8K graphics, 120 frames per second. Wow. Oh, and it will come with there. That's the big difference. The new console will have an SSD.
Oh, make it faster.
Yes, that's a huge improvement.
No spin up time.
Well, you know, the thing that really gets me about these systems, especially these next gen systems, PlayStation 4 really annoys me. First off, even when it came out, it only had 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi technology to connect to the network. Why?
Right.
Why? I mean, do you know how long it takes to download a game? You know, if you're sitting there with your family and hey, you don't want to play a new game, and you're going through the lineup and you're in the store and you're like, hey, there's a new game, let's go ahead and try that out. You know, and 7 hours till it downloads? No. No, there's no reason why that's.
Well, I had a hard update the other day, and it took an hour, almost 2 hours, to completely update the machine.
Yeah, I mean that's.
So I couldn't do anything with them. It was dead stick. So it's like, okay, walk away.
Now I heard also that
read a book.
I heard Microsoft is doing kind of like a two system. The next one is going to be a kind of a cloud-based system that they're doing.
That's the rumors, and it's cloud-based, and it's supposed to be a better experience for onliners that play with other people a lot. Mm-hmm. Me, I don't. All the games I get and download, and I play by myself. I don't want everybody to see how bad I am. It's kind of embarrassing, but But yeah, and it's supposed to be subscription based. So you pay a monthly fee for, and I think a different fee for as much as you got. Like the ultimate is you can play whatever they got, and blah blah blah. So I don't know. I don't do a hard time playing games online now because for some reason I get motion sickness very easily.
Right.
So it's just to me.
I know Google finally released their pricing point on their Stadia system too that they're trying to push. They're cloud based.
Well, you're talking about Google?
Yeah.
The Google platform.
$129 is what they're charging for that. You have to buy that controller. But the physical controller is Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Which is pretty snazzy.
Yeah.
So.
And you can now, and that's, you can do that through a smart TV.
Yes, you can do that. Google Chromecast Ultra is what they're selling. You have to buy the controller, and you get the Chromecast Ultra. And you can plug that into your TV, and it connects automatically to it, and then you'll be able to stream, AAA platform.
Apple TV's doing the exact same thing.
Yes, and Apple's jumping.
Okay, so the new Apple TV. I'm not trying to jump off Xbox, but let's get off Xbox. So Apple TV finally launched. All right. So me being the geek that I am, I sat down Sunday because Sunday is my one day that I literally tried to hibernate and not do anything, and it was raining, so what a great day to catch up on a series or whatever. So I opened up Apple TV for the first time on my app. I have an Apple TV 4K.
Right.
And opened it up, and I got everything attached. So literally, I don't have to go. Because remember I told you we're on DirecTV Now app, but we also have Hulu, we also have Netflix, we also have Amazon, we also have a DC Universe. Apple TV saw what I had, took everything that I had, put it all together, and now I can just find what I want to watch. And what it really does is it opens up the app.
Yes.
For you. But when you're done, it goes back into the Apple TV app. Kind of slick. But they're going to have a gaming system where you pay a monthly fee and you get to. Now, the problem is it's pretty much their games.
Right.
They're developers. They have talked to a few others to bring them on board, but it's ultimately what they're trying to do. Oh my gosh, I'm yawning. What they're trying to do is open the world of online gaming up to these people that don't get picked up by esports and Bethesda and Sony and these are independent people, and they're giving them the chance to come in and show what they can do. Now there is a couple of games that I was watching on the Apple the Apple conference whatever it is. And some of the games
developer conference
looked pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would actually play that. So I'm kind of waiting for that. But the Apple TV did roll out, and it's really nice.
Right.
And because they're doing away with iTunes. I think we had talked about that before. iTunes is gone. Well, it's kind of gone. It's still there. They're just not, but they're pushing everybody towards the Apple TV world where it's going to be the same thing as Apple Music. And iTunes is still kind of there. All your stuff's still there. So I was worried about all that stuff that I had uploaded to my servers. The Apple servers was going to go away. No, it's still there. It's all good. So I'm okay with it now. I just got to be okay with it because I don't want to lose my stuff. It's all about my stuff, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to lose my stuff.
All that music and stuff. You don't
I have. Somebody the other day was like, "Oh, you can't have any good music on there. You're old." And I said, "What do you think? Name something you think I should have on there." And they were naming. I'm like, "Oh, right here it is." Well, that's Spotify. No, that's in my own personal collection.
Yeah.
So, because over the years I have bought, downloaded, people, I love going to yard sales and buying old CDs.
Oh, yes.
Because I take the old CDs in and I rip the CDs. So I have the MP3 version and then I upload it to my Apple account.
Yep.
So I've always got my own. I mean, I've got thousands and thousands and thousands. It is. Just let it go. It does it by itself. So I know we've only got a little bit of time left. Let's talk about the new, because everybody's giddy about this, man. Everybody's giddy. Oh, Apple's going dark.
Dark mode. Oh my God.
I'm already dark mode. Look, see, yes, it's Superman, but it's It's dark. It's dark already. I can change the color. You know, I guess it's because of the icons, and you can make everything kind of, it's less strain on your eyes, less power pull.
So and they're trying to use the dark mode as, you know, not just setting the background, but also the words and all the stuff within the apps and everything.
And Android's already been doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all fine and dandy. Yes, it does look nice. Yes, it does, you know. It will have less strain, but it's not a big improvement.
No, it's not. It's not an improvement at all.
No, it's not an improvement.
Pure aesthetics.
Yes, it's
pure aesthetics.
It's nothing to be hyped up about.
YouTube did it. Yeah. YouTube went to dark mode. Yeah. I turned it. I went back to the white because I like it better.
Right. I just and I don't know why everybody's getting excited about it. I mean, it's just it's you know, I'm more excited about, you know, how fast can it turn on? You know, is it going to be able? How long is the battery life?
What's the lag going to be like?
Yes. What new cellular technology is in the device? Is it going to be able to do more for the same money that we paid, you know, before? You know.
Well, and I want to know because eventually, I know you can do some gaming on your phone now.
Yes.
But supposedly with the new 5G coming out, the gaming on your phones are just going to get way better.
Oh yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
So to me, that's kind of, you know, I'm about movies and technology and streaming because that's what we do. That's what I use I have got to the point where now I take this to shows and I'll do video interviews and stuff like that with this.
Yeah. I mean,
instead of carrying a monster camera with us.
Cameras are great.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's just.
You got to have a rig to do it. I have a rig over there that's strictly made for just what I'm doing.
I mean, even my iPhone 7, you know, I take some food pictures periodically.
Oh, you're a foodie.
No.
He's an Insta foodie.
I know.
I
take pictures of the food that either my wife makes.
Well, I know one thing. Next time you take some big grill shots, you better call me. Because every time I see that, I'm going, I got a barbecue now.
Yes.
I need some grill food because I'm sitting there going, I'm going to have a sandwich, and he's having a burger or a steak or sausages.
Look,
I'm like,
I love making those burgers, but the problem is, it's just like, you know, mixing up that meat is so cold. That's the only part I dread.
Yeah, I know.
It kills
Wait a minute. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to let your meat come to room temperature before you cook it.
I do, but it's still cold inside the middle sometimes. You know.
That's true.
Still cold.
Yeah.
Dead cow.
Them chefs would be like, "What do you mean? You're supposed to be let that room temperature before you throw it on a hot grill. It cooks. I don't know. Don't ask me why.
It's gonna get smaller.
Yes. Food's awesome. So you had one more thing, didn't you?
No.
Oh,
that was it.
Wow.
That was it. We just need to be safe this hurricane season, and people really need to.
I'm telling you right now.
This is important stuff, people.
Yeah, I know. I think there's less named storms this year, but because of the way, like May, but I don't know about anybody else in the country, but May, I think Rob told me this earlier, May was the hottest May we've had in history.
Wow.
That we've been recording, something like that. I'm like, I can believe that because it was crazy hot, you know. So if we're that hot now, right? That means that our water temperatures are just gonna start boiling. So that means the storms are gonna be bigger and badder. We may not have as many frequent storms, but the ones that come in are going to be, I think it's like 7 or 8 named storms this year. So, but with us, where we're located, we get hit from both sides, and you know we get a lot of just tropical downpours from where we live, and those are just like little mini hurricanes sometimes coming through 60, 70 mile an hour winds. So
yep, you just never know.
So make sure you're safe. Get your battery backups, get your external hard drives. And if you don't know any of this, call that man right there. Right there. He will help you. That's what we are. If you've got questions, text Shamans at WeBeamTV.com so that way you can actually get a hold of us. You know, I'm going to talk about something real quick because I think we have like 7 or 8 minutes. So I have, and again, I'm not an MLM guy, so don't jump on me because it's an MLM. I don't care about the crap, but I do like the product. Zalise. They have this Ultra Edge. It's a full spectrum cognitive support. I've started taking this stuff. This is like my 3rd bottle. This has gotten me off drinking 5 of these a day.
Nice.
Normally I was 5. Now I'm 2. Right here. Good stuff. It doesn't. It's better than having Monsters and Red Bulls. You know, not that I wouldn't take your money if you want to be a sponsor. I'll drink that stuff too. I don't care. They're not even a sponsor. They're just, I like the product.
Right.
And it really does. It gets you going without a drop, like a sugar drop.
Okay. No sugar in
it? Nope. Green tea, extract, hops, flower extract, turmeric root extract, ginger root extract, fruit extract. Nothing in there. No sugar. It's all plant-based. So it's good stuff. I like it. It kind of gives me this slow down feeling. Makes me stop and think.
Okay.
It's really, it's odd. I mean, it doesn't make you high, anything like that. It just makes you go, huh. And then when I'm editing, I'll take a couple drops of that. Editing flies. So that's awesome. And I'm like, oh, it gets me a little more creative. So, but anyway, yeah. So make sure that you're covered. Take pictures of your house. Take pictures of your stuff, and all your stuff. Make sure you get the barcodes because that's a big deal. Serial numbers.
Make sure you have battery backups with surge protection.
Surge protection. Go by yourself. I tell you, go to I think it's Sam's Club. For $20, you have 12 of these solar lamps that you put out in your driveway.
Yeah.
Let them charge up. If you're not having power, go bring them in at night. You got night lights.
Exactly.
You got lights. I just put them all over the place. They work. It's great. It's just really kind of a cool thing. So, yeah, and then make sure you have I've got 5 minutes. So make sure you have a Google Drive, or you don't have to be Google. You can do. Actually, Apple has one. They have their iCloud system that you can get 10 gigs. Who else is it? You can use Dropbox, somebody like that, to put all your and that's where your information could go. So that way you have it, or do it there and then put it on a little mini hard drive.
Yes.
And put that hard drive in your safe.
That's correct.
Right, and go buy yourself. I tell everybody now, go buy yourself one of those battery jump packs for your car. Keep that thing charged up because it's good for your car. And it's good for you to be the hero when someone says, I can't get into a jump. Nope, you can just put this on there and away you go. But make sure it has a plug in it for a cigarette lighter, and then make sure it has a 110 plug in there so you can plug in something small, not big, right? And
I say rechargeable flashlights.
Rechargeable flashlights, yep. And then
stock up on the batteries that
water, dry good foods. I love dry good foods. What's behind us? Hurricanes. There's tons of prepper sites, and I know everybody makes fun of the preppers, but ready.gov, there you go. They'll tell you everything. Get yourself some of the prepackaged meals. That's what I would do.
Keep your businesses safe.
Yeah, it's a big deal, man. Because you don't want to start over. Starting over sucks. It really does.
Yes, it does.
I've done that. That happened to me one time, and ever since then, I double and triple back everything just in case. So, exactly. You can actually buy those. They have these big bags, and they're plastic bags, but they're sealable. You put your vacuum cleaner on it and seal it up and close it up. And
that's a good idea.
And then just put everything on top of your beds.
That's a very good idea.
Or in the bathrooms.
Slap your laptop in it, vacuum seal it. You're good to go.
Done deal. Something, all the crap hits the fan. When it's all over with, undo it. You're ready to go. Right?
That's a really good idea.
See?
Yeah, see?
Every now and then, the old guy comes up with something. Again, if you got any questions for us, text Shamans at webeamtv.com. We'll be glad to answer. We'll email you back going, hey, yeah, we can do that for you. Or, no, this is what you do.
If you have questions, ask questions. We don't mind answering
Exactly. Them. I know he keeps telling me, we probably got about 3 minutes left. Anything else? All right, you know what? We're just going to come out. We're going to cut it. Actually, we're going to cut out early. So we'll see everybody next Monday. And stay dry, stay safe. Go get your electronics protected. It's a big deal. And we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
We got the plans 'cause we are the tech shamans. We understand 'cause we are the tech shamans. Dude, Dude, I got this cool thing to show you. Really, man? Yeah, it's far out and technical and stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Come on and turn it on. Tune into the Tech Shamans. Cool.